everybody, and welcome to this yoga story. This story is called The Little Eel. Now, perhaps you're here to join in and do the actions. If so, please ready yourself. Have your yoga mat or towel ready, a little bit away from your friends and perhaps a little bit away from anything that you might bump. Now, if you're here to relax and just listen to this amazing story, then please do make yourself comfortable in any way, lying down or sitting up, whatever's right for you. The Little Eel tells us a story about how to manage a tricky situation. Now, this little eel uses time and patience and compassion and little steps forward to managing a situation that sometimes feels really uncomfortable and quite difficult. So come on, join me for this wonderful story about the little eel. The little eel felt angry. She swam quickly away to find a quiet spot on the bottom of the ocean to rest. So take your hands up and down in Namaste, feeling as if you're the eel swimming in the ocean, to try and find a quiet place to rest. She found a quiet place on the bottom of the ocean where she nestled in and started to shake. So come on, let's get down on our backs. Get your arms and legs up and start to shake. She shook rigorously. And once she finished shaking, she lay very, very still on the bottom of the ocean, resting. She might have even had her eyes closed. And her breath began to settle. Feel your breath moving in and out of your nose. Feel the back of your body on the bottom of beautiful deep blue. And nestle in. She sighed with disbelief. What was that all about, she thought, as she laid there resting, trying to make sense of the situation that was quite uncomfortable and very challenging. The little eel rolled over onto her belly. Now, separate your legs, let your feet point outwards, and then rest your forehead on the back of your hands. But down here, beneath the surface of the water, on the tiny grains of sand of the ocean bed, the water continued to wash past her. Here on the earth, she felt safe and protected, alone but not lonely. It was her and her breath, her little eel body contracting and expanding, her heart drumming on the ground. Stretch your arms long above your head. The little eel had been resting here and listening to the ocean's song for quite a while. She noticed she now had a tiny urge to peep up and out of the water. Slowly, she let her head lift up to sneak a teeny tiny peek. Just a tiny look, she thought. She needed to see for herself. Gracefully, she lowered herself back down to the ground. That was good, she thought. That little spark of curiosity grew a little more stronger. This time, she drew her support back just a little bit so she could lift her head and shoulders up, lift herself up a little bit higher, up and out of the shallows to see a little bit more and stay a little bit longer. Looking more courageously around, she then lowered herself back down. Well done, little eel, she thought to herself. Okay, well, let's do that again. And this time, I want to lift up higher, higher, and even longer. Drawing her support back a little bit more to rest more fully on, she gathered more strength to move upward and lift her head, shoulders, and neck up and off the earth to above the deep blue. And she found she wanted to stay for a while to discover more Surprising herself as she looked around, she stretched and started to smile. She remembered that she liked the world and all of its interesting bits. Lowering herself back down to the ocean floor, the little eel knew that she had one more higher and even longer glance to go before her biggest reveal yet. The little eel shuffled and changed her position just slightly for a higher stretch. She lovingly raised her head and torso up in a comfortable and confident way to get the best view ever. Her curiosity turned to mighty courage and joy, and she had decided in that moment to make peace with what had made her so upset. She honored an urge to stick her tongue out. In and out it went as she looked and smelt the world in a whole new way. She stayed here for a few extra breaths and looked joyously from her heart. Rest now in crocodile pose. The little eel knew that she was very ready to enter back into the world. With more gusto than ever before, the big reveal was happening. She curled herself up even smaller to really gather up all her strength and courage. So she pushed herself back into child's pose. Her energy coiling like a spring inside of her. It felt like many ripples of water expanding outwards. Slowly, she began to uncurl her body and direct her body upright. Majestically, she unraveled for the biggest reveal. Her body upright and her arms outstretched and open to show the world this little eel can be herself without fear. And if she ever needed to, she can start all over again. Everything is just fine, she said, as she entered the world again. Moving forward, she took with her her own story, her courage, her smile, and the trust that all this holds the key to the success of her next adventure in the world. "What is next for me?" she queried. "I am ready." Hi everyone. Now if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share it. And if you're interested in future classes, please click on the link below and follow the prompts. See you at your next class. Bye.